Ain't no way, street. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you done popped up on here, I don't know, 12 o'clock in the middle. Hey, this is Monday. I know you didn't do it. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on my screen. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to each and every one of you guys. Hoping and praying that you guys are having a wonderful day this far. Hoping and praying that you guys are locked in this far, man. I'm telling you what, we are on day 23 of our 30-day fast, which means we got 7 days left. And what we do with this last 7 days, what we do with these last 7 days, it's going to really and truly matter. Double tap on my screen. Tap on in. How y'all doing this morning? It's been a minute since y'all didn't see me on the 12 o'clock check-in. Hello, somebody. I got 12 days. I got 7 days left. 7 days left. So yeah, ain't no telling when you gonna see me, baby. And I'm high energy too. So turn your earbuds down. You got AirPods on. Take them out, baby. You might not want to put them in. How you doing, Keisha? How you doing, Trina? How you doing, Candy Kane? How are you, Gigi? Double tap. Oh, okay, Brayon. How are you, Diva Styles 87? How you doing? What's up, Inspiring Queen? How you doing, Kiana? Kalia Gray, I see you. Double tap on my screen. Let me get some love over here on TikTok. Let me get some love, IG. Double tap on my screen. Jacqueline 8302. How are you? Teresa, how you doing? What's going on with you, Lynn? How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on my screen. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I just want y'all to know the journey that we on is going to be one of those things that we got to get super focused, right? We got to be super focused. We got to be super locked in, and we got to be ready for the changes that's going to happen, because it's going to happen, good, bad, or indifferent. There's going to be some shifting. Good, bad, or indifferent. You might as well want to go ahead and jot it down real quick. Good, bad, or indifferent. There's going to be some shifting. There's going to be some changes. There's going to be some things that's going to be happening out of the ordinary. You can't expect to do all this work on yourself and then no change to happen. You can't expect to be pouring into yourself this way and then think that there's no change that's going to happen. You're not working this hard in your life to stay the same. You're not fasting like this to stay the same. You're not praying like this to stay the same. You're not meditating and learning how to meditate, learning how to ground yourself the way that you are to stay the same. You're not cutting ties with anything and anybody that's not in alignment with your assignment just for you to remain the same. So you got to do what? Prepare yourself for the shift. A shift is going to happen, good, bad, or indifferent. It's going to happen in the way that, And guess what? The shift going to happen, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm waiting on y'all. Double tap. It's 12 o'clock and I'm here. I want y'all to get love for the fact that it's 12 o'clock and Coach here, period. I just want, that's the topic though. I went ahead and dropped it before they got to 10K. Good, prepare for the shift. Prepare yourself for the shift. Prepare yourself for the shift. Double tap on my screen. Let me get 5 badges over on IG real quick. Double tap on the screen. Good morning to you, Sunshine. I'm sorry. Good afternoon, Sunshine. How are you? Wide Eyes, good afternoon. How are you? BJ, good afternoon to you. Tasha, good afternoon. Birds _blessed. Good afternoon. How you doing? Yeah, prepare for the shift. Prepare for the shift. Double tap on that screen. They at 5.6. Thank you, Tamika, for the flowers. I appreciate you. Y'all help Tamika out over there. Send some love over there. Double tap. Yeah, but you have to prepare for the shift, because you know what I mean. I need for you to understand that. I need you to prepare for the shift because I need for you to know that you are in control. Right. Thank you, Patricia Law. You're going to be in control of which way your life actually shifts. Your shift is going to be, you're going to be able to see exactly the type of work that you've done with your shift. You're going to see if you've been pushing yourself in the right direction. You're going to see if you've been showing up in your life and you've been procrastinating, if you've been lazy, if you've been a little bit way too relaxed. You're going to see that all in the shift that's happening in your life. You're going to be able to do that. So what are you telling us, Coach? I'm telling you that you are, in fact, you're responsible for how you grow in your life. You're responsible for how you evolve in your life. Thank you, Gigi, for the badge. You're responsible for that. Understand that. Can't nobody stop your growth and your development. Nobody can stop you from being who you were destined to be. Can't nobody stop you from having joy, from having peace, for living a fulfilled life. The only person that can stop that is you. You have to make up your mind and say, oh, okay, well, I'm just not going to go after it, or I'm too afraid, or I'm too, insecure, or I really don't have what it it takes. If you speak defeat over your life, then you are already defeated before you even walk out the door. You might as well go ahead and turn around and sit on back down on the couch. You might as well turn around and sit on back down on the couch. If you've already made up your mind that you're not going to win, if you already made up your mind that this is good as it gets for you, then you might as well turn around and have a seat. Understand that you're only going to go as far as you're willing to push yourself. You're only going to accomplish. Understand that you're only going to accomplish what you are willing to push yourself out there. And there's a shift that's going to happen because you're not going to do all of this work. Thank you, Miss Denise, for the badge. You're not going to do all this work on yourself and just remain the same. And in the process of your shifting, you're going to start to see that some people that you love, it's not that you don't love them, but you don't love them that way. The way that you used to be head over heels about them, you don't feel that way anymore. People that you used to run after, all of a sudden, the more that you grow, the more that you evolve, you start to see that you're not really into them the way that you thought that you was into them. It's going to be things, environments, spaces, and places that you used to go all the time, and it was all hype for you. It was all big for you. You was all impressed by it. But the more that you grow, the more that you evolve, the more that you shift in life, then all of a sudden you lose a taste for it. I'm just being real with you. All of a sudden, it is not impressing you no more. You like, what? Yeah, I'm going to make it make real a whole lot of sense. Don't throw y'all phones neither when I say this. Hold on to them because I got a little bit more. Understand that, you will get to that place in life like, it'll be once upon a time when you so invested in that, you so wrapped up in that, you so impressed by that, and it just means everything to you. But the more that you start to grow and evolve in life, the more that you start to heal in life, the more that you start to experience that shift in your life. And understand, when I say shift, it's not something that's going to be visible to the eye. You're not going to be able to see the shift when the shift is happening. The shift actually happens on the inside of you. You will start to think differently. You will start to speak differently. You will start to show up in your life differently. And you won't know that shift has happened until these things start manifesting itself on the outside. What are you saying? The shift takes place on the inside first. So the topic of today is prepare for the shift. Where does the shift start? The shift starts on the inside. You will start to think different, speak different, and show up different. So then all of the things that's on the inside of you will manifest themselves on the outside of you. So you won't know it until you start seeing the change in yourself. And some of us are so blinded. Some of us are so, I'm telling you for real, we're so blinded by our own growth and development, we won't even see our shift. Somebody else will have to tell us. Yeah, well, it is the truth. I know, but I'm just saying that, listen, don't get offended, okay? All I'm saying is, because you've been that way for so long that you really don't pay no attention to it. So what happened is you'll start growing, you'll start evolving in life and doing all these things. And what'll happen is you will start growing and you won't even realize that you're growing the way that you're growing. You won't even realize that you're not showing up in environments. You're not easily impressed anymore. Certain things be happening and whatnot, and it don't move you the way that it used to move you and you used to really care about it. You don't notice it until people start bringing it to your attention. Like, girl, you didn't change so much. Like, girl, you got a glow about you. Like, girl, I was expecting for you to go off. I thought you was going to flip, tables. I thought you was going to turn up. Like, I was so surprised when you came in and you ain't even say nothing. When you came in, you just kind of looked at the situation and just walked off. I wasn't even expecting that from you. That's how you know that what you're doing behind the scenes, that's how you know all the reading, all the fasting, all the praying, all the meditating, all the studying that you're doing behind the scenes. That's how you know that it's actually working in your life, because you will see it in the outward, the way that you show up in life. It starts on the inside. It's just the fact, because we're having this conversation at 12 o'clock day because we got 7 days left. We got 7 days left in this 30-day fast. And I'm just telling I wanted to come and let everybody know that's on the fast. Like, you can't do all of that work on yourself and then not expect to see no type of change in your life, not to see no type of change in the type of people that you want to be around, no type of change in your growth and your development. You're not going to fast for 30 days and pray for 30 days and meditate for 30 30 days and, you know what I'm saying, make all the sacrifices, readjusting your schedule, showing up at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And some of y'all showing up even earlier than that, depending on the time zone that you're in. You cannot do all of that work on yourself and then not start to see a change in the person that you are. It's not going to be something that is going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're going to see it when you start being in environments that you used to be comfortable in, and now you're not comfortable in those environments. Good afternoon, Cook. How are you? You're going to start to see it when you're no longer impressed by the drama, by the chaos, when you no longer be concerned or be even involved in the tea. Like you don't even want to hear about it. Matter of fact, you can become, listen, this is how you know that you're growing. This is how you know that you're evolving. This is how you know you're going to your next level of life. When you start to become instantly irritated by anything that's not in alignment with your assignment. That's a note right there. What you say, Coach? You know that you're growing. You know that you're evolving. You know that you're going to your next level in life when you become instantly irritated. When people start telling you something that's not in alignment with your assignment. Girl, you get mad. I'm telling you, you get third world mad. You get so upset with them. Like, what does that got to do with you? I don't care about that. That's not going to help me grow. That's not going to help me heal. That's not going to help me develop. That's not going to help me accomplish nothing in my life. I can't care less. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You start to see life different. Instead of you laughing about another person's pain, you be over there like, girl, I'm going to pray for them. Instantly. Pray for them. You start seeing something, stuff that you used to laugh about, you used to joke about, you used to get, oh yeah, all of a sudden, your mindset about that situation becomes completely different. Why? It's no longer impressive to you. It's no longer funny to you, right? You're looking at that thing because your awareness now is different. Again, there's a shift that's going to happen. There's a shift, an invisible shift, a shift that's going to happen on the inside of you. You won't see this happening. It will start to show in the way you think, in the way that you speak, in the way that you show up in life. Things that you used to be so invested, so impressed by, you will start to all of a sudden become instantly irritated by. Don't bring that drama around me. Don't come around me gossiping about nobody. Don't come around down talking nobody to me. Don't come over here slandering nobody to me. Don't come over here trying to expose nobody to me. I don't get no type of pleasure when I see somebody else down. I don't get no type of pleasure. I don't get no type of joy, no type of fulfillment out of seeing somebody else struggle in their life. Now you start looking at folk and you trying to figure out ways of how can I help you? What is it that you need for me to do? Why? Because you're transitioning into a server. You're transitioning into the mindset of Christ. You're transitioning from that carnal mind, from that fleshly mind to a mind of a server. I'm here to serve. I'm here to provide. How can I help you? I'm no longer out here trying to take from people. Hence, when they say that you go from being a borrower to a lender. I'm no longer trying to take from folk. I'm no longer with my hand out. I'm no longer the beggar in the situation. Now I am the lender in the situation. How can I serve you? How can I help you out? Mindset completely change. As you continue to grow, as you continue to evolve, as you continue to push forward in life, you have to be prepared to what? You have to be prepared for the shift. The shift is going to bring brand new awareness. It's going to open up doors in the spiritual realm that you have to make sure that you are prepared for. See, everybody want to take that walk until they start taking that walk. Let that sit with you for a second. Just double tap on my. See, everybody want to take that walk until they take that walk. Everybody want to be a part of it until they are a part of it, and then they find out that this ain't for the weak. Everybody want to be involved until they really involved, and then they realize the requirements of them actually being involved. Jot that down, if you will. What you say, guys? What you say, Coach? Everybody want to be involved until they really involved, and then once they see the responsibility of being involved, and all of a sudden now you want to pick up your ball and go home. Now you want to get on your little scooter and take off. Yeah, you don't want the responsibility of doing the right thing. You don't want the responsibility of operating with purpose, operating with intentionality, being a genuinely good person. You don't want the responsibility of that, right? Because it's so easy to do the right thing. That's why people yell and scream so much. I'm just going to give you an example. That's why people yell and scream so much. I'm nobody's role model. I ain't trying to be nobody's role model. I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. I don't want folk looking up to me because I might make a mistake, and I don't want people looking up to me because people gonna do this, that, and the third. And that's why they scream that, because they want to set themselves up for when they make a mistake, when something happened. They don't want the world turning their back on them, not understanding when you're in the right tribe and you're around the right type of people, when you're not out professing to be perfect, when you're not strutting your stuff and acting like you're better than everybody, when you're not operating with a judgmental type of spirit, when you're not slandering and discrediting folk, then guess what? Even when you make a mistake, even when you fall short, even when you do something that's not what you're supposed to do, the people that surround you, that love you, that support you, they're going to pour right back into you the same way you poured into them. Why? Because you are the type of person that is transparent. You're the type of person that says, I'm not perfect, just like you're not perfect. I fall short like you fall short. I go through like you go through. I struggle sometimes like you struggle sometimes. But the difference between me and other folk is I'm going to get back up. I'm going to get back up and I'm going to try again. I'm going to get back up. I got skin in the game. I'm going to get back up and I'm going to continue to push myself forward. And that's what I want you to do. Don't worry about how many times you fall, but get back up. No. Why? Because everybody want to put on a facade for everybody else. Everybody want to have on that facade that they're bigger and they're better than everybody. Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying? That's what the problem is. So it's like, you know what? Nah, I don't want that responsibility. I don't want to be that transparent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that's what's required. When you put those glasses on and you start operating with this type of mindset, when you start pushing yourself to in that spiritual realm, I'm talking about something that's outside of yourself. When you start working towards that, pushing towards that, that's when the game starts changing for you. It's a whole nother life over there for you. And it's going to require transparency. And people don't want to be transparent because they love the smoke and mirrors. They want to pretend to be something that they're not. They want to pretend to be on a level that they're not. They want to pretend to be powerful, to be this and to be that, when they're in all actuality, they're not. It's smoke and mirrors. It's a facade. I'm just saying it is. Well, it is. And we can sugarcoat it all we want. We can play like it's not all we want. But it's a difference. And you're not going to put that much work on yourself and not have some type of change in your life. You have to operate with a level of transparency. Another reason why they don't like it is because not only do you have to have transparency, you have to also have honesty. Oh, wait, what you say? You have to be honest. You have to operate with a level of honesty. And I know this right here, this going to really be on some folk toes. This really going to bother some folk. Double tap on my screen. Friends say, ooh, baby, yeah, honesty. But listen to follow what I'm about to say to you, though. Let me show you how powerful it really and truly is. Good morning, Sammy. Sammy, how are you? Double tap on my screen. Let me get some love over here. Let me get some love over on the platforms real quick. Let me get some love on IG. Let me get 5 badges. Double tap on the screen. I ain't talking about honesty with other folk either. Some of y'all can't be honest with yourself. When you're talking about being transparent, being open, being honest about who you are, you have to also be honest, right? About the way that you live. You have to be honest about the way that you show up. You have to be honest with yourself. Like, am I really the problem? Am I really breaking my own heart? Am I the reason for my suffering? Am I really right where I'm at? Is it because of somebody else, or is it really because of me? Am I struggling like this because of somebody else, or am I struggling like this because of me? I notice that I keep going through the same thing over and over. Thank you, Kira, for the cash app. I'm noticing that I keep going through the same thing over and over and over again. Should I be pointing the other finger? Should I be pointing my finger at other people, or should I be pointing my finger at me? So when I say honesty, I'm talking about honesty with yourself, about the role that you're playing in the demise of your own life. How are you destroying your own own life? How are you self-destructing in your own life? How are you damaging yourself in your own life? Am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I really showing up like how I'm supposed to be showing up? Am I really making the sacrifices that I'm supposed to be making? Am I really doing all that I can do? Or am I just... That's why I asked for the badges first, because I know some of y'all gonna say no after that. Am I playing it safe? Hold up. What you say, coach? Or am I playing it safe? Am I playing it safe? Am I doing just enough? Am I doing just enough to get by? Am I playing it safe, or am I doing... I had to stand up on that because it's a little bit different. Yeah. Or am I doing just enough to get by? Because see, some of you got a bad habit of playing safe. You play it safe. You do just enough to get by. You do just enough to say that I tried. Just enough to, I just be honest. Understand that, because sometimes playing safe, right? That gives you that excuse that you need, right? It gives you that excuse you need. Well, yeah, it does. It does. It gives you that excuse, so it helps you sleep better at night, because you trick yourself into thinking that, well, I did do some of it, but you were capable of doing it all. You were capable of going further. You were capable of doing more. Hold on, foreign slave. The problem is you done got in the habit of doing just that, giving yourself the bare minimum. You done got in the habit of giving yourself just a little bit, just to say that you gave it to yourself. As we're preparing for the shift, as we're preparing to go into our next stage, our next phase of life, you owe it to yourself. Understand this. You owe it to yourself to get 100% locked in. You owe it to yourself to make sure that you are taking care of, prioritizing yourself over everything and everybody. I don't care how much you've lied to yourself in the past and how you've tricked yourself in the past into thinking that you have to do this, and this before you get to you. Revamp. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. You have to hit them with a revamp, baby. I have to revise my plan. I had a plan put in place, but I'm gonna have to revise my plan. Hello, somebody. We all done been there before, including me. Baby, I'm gonna have to revise my plan, because when I sat down, because you don't know how not focused you are until you get focused. Remember, Coach told you that. You don't know how much you self-neglect until you start needing yourself. You don't know how much you have been self-sabotaging until you have completely self-sabotaged. You don't know how much you give away out of yourself until you start needing everything that you then gave away. And by that time, it's too late. By the time you see that you need you, it's nothing there for you to give you. It's nothing there for you to feed you. So understand me now, right? So you don't know that you've been self-neglecting until you're completely out there on your own. And this is why it's so important for you to make sure that in the season that we're going into, that you are prioritizing yourself. You have to revisit or revise your plan. You have to rip that page completely out of the planner and start all the way back over. I can't do this, and this until I work on my pressure plan. I cannot do this, and this until I get myself back in alignment the way that I need to. I need to make sure that my pressure plan is top tier. I need to make sure that as I'm pushing my way through these last 99 days of 2025, that I'm going to walk out with the win that I deserve. Come on. I gotta, my win, right? Yeah, come on now. I owe this to myself. I owe this to myself. Friends say, well, how do you get started? You get started, right? I just told you how you get started, by getting refocused. Get refocused. Go back and revise your plan. Go look at the plan that you had. And if you didn't wrote out a plan, as most of you guys wrote out your plan in January, pull out that plan. And if you see on there that you got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of T's you did not cross, a bunch of I's that you did not dot, then you go back and you revise your plan. You sit back and you do a self-evaluation. solution if you did not have a plan, and you create a plan. You start right now from scratch. That's how you get started. You get started by getting started. You get started by getting started. You have to understand that it's not going to be, I just want y'all to know, because you got 7 days. I want y'all to get ready, right? Because in 7 days, everything that you attach to your fast, 7 days, that everything that you said, I'm fasting for these 30 days. I'm getting up at 7:45 for these next 30 days. I'm checking in at 6 o'clock for these next 30 days. I'm meditating. I'm doing my affirmations. I'm doing all of this with you guys for these next 30 days. I'm just here live today to tell you, don't get surprised when the things that you've been fasting, you've been praying, you've been meditating, and all these things, don't get surprised when these things actually start happening for you. Don't get shocked. Don't get scared. Don't get frightened. And I say that because the more that you've been fasting and praying and you've been asking God for certain things in your life, when he started removing certain people, when he started ending certain assignments, when he started detaching certain things, closing off doors and whatnot, I don't want you to get frustrated. I don't want you to get agitated. I don't want you to get annoyed. I don't want you to get caught up in your emotions, because everything that you like is not a part of your assignment. You can draw that. You can write it down. You can draw a picture of it, whatever you say, Cole. I probably should have told you, send me some love before I said that there, baby. Yeah, everything that you like is not a part of your assignment. You can write that in red ink. It just because you like it don't mean that it's a part of your assignment. Just because you love it, oh baby, but I love it because that's my favorite. You don't understand. Oh yeah, that does not mean that it's a part of your assignment. Understand that you might like it and it might like you, but that does not mean that it is a part of your assignment. And the more that you grow, the more that you evolve in life, understand that when God starts showing you things and start removing certain things, he's not going by what you like. Thank you, Neat. They're a little nervous now. They like, well, I was all the way with her until she started talking about, I might have to cut my little boo-boo off, baby. Yeah, she didn't start talking about my little bun, honey. It's about to get cold outside. Holidays coming up. We about to have the matching pajamas, honey. I gotta have a date to the fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. Now she talking that talk. See, this is why I don't like to watch Coach, because as soon as I started watching Coach, she started, reading me and my life. And when she started telling, I know that they not, I know they not good. I know they not good. I know, but it be feeling good. I know it's not for me, but I be working with it. I be trying to work with it. And Coach would just be like, turn them loose. Coach would be like, cut ties. She be like, 2-finger swing. And she be like, get on up out of there. And I be trying to, whoa, Coach, wait a second. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I really and truly do. But I want you to know that it's a couple of things that you shouldn't be compromising in this season. And you should be on the top of that list. Compromising your spiritual health, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical, is a couple of things that you should not be compromising in this season. And I'm just telling you, every time that you compromise with something or someone that is not a part of your assignment, anything that is a distraction in your life, anything that prevents you from being able to create your very best version of yourself, anything or anybody that is standing in between you and your next move, you and your breakthrough, you and your peace, you and your sanity, every single time that you allow that, hear me, not with your ears, hear me when I say this, you are giving place to the enemy. Send me some love. Whoop, there it is. What you say? I just everybody won't tell you the hard truth, but that's the truth. Every time that, come on now. Every time that you make an excuse, every time that you compromise in those areas of your life, you are giving a place to the enemy. You are actually sliding over and pulling up a chair and allowing the enemy to have a seat at your table. You're sliding over, getting an extra blanket and allowing the enemy to lay comfortably in your bed. Understand that every single time that you do, that's exactly what you're doing. You're giving place to the enemy every single time that you compromise. And then you have the audacity to try to get mad at other people. You have the audacity to start pointing the finger at other people. And God is like, wait a minute, I showed you and you still decided to do what you wanted to do. I exposed it to you and you still decided to do what you wanted to do. Ain't nobody's fault that that person is doing what they've been doing. Ain't nobody's fault that you crying them same tears. Ain't nobody's fault that your head still hurting. Ain't nobody's fault that you pacing that same floor. Ain't nobody's fault that you sliding down those same walls. You knew better and still decided that that's what you was going to do. I exposed it to you. I put it in plain sight right there for you. And guess what you decided to do? You wanted to go with what you liked. You wanted to go with what you wanted. And because you went after what you wanted, you lost what you needed. That's a note. Because, yeah, that's a fact. You went after what you wanted and neglected what you needed. And then you trying to wonder why. And you trying to figure out why you got faith fatigue. You trying to wonder why your spiritual man is over there struggling. You trying to wonder why you feel so discombobulated and all over the place. You trying to figure out why you don't feel fulfilled. Like you feel like you're not accomplishing things and you're not moving forward and you're not growing the way you need to. You're not healing the way that you need to heal. Baby, you halfway doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. You know exactly what to be doing. You know exactly how to be doing it. You know exactly where to go get everything that you need to go and get. But you're making a conscious decision within yourself to say that because I know that I want what I want. And I know what I want is not what I need. I got to separate myself completely. I got to move away from that because I don't want to deal with. Come on, coach. I don't want to deal with the spirit of conviction. I can't afford to be in that room. I can't afford to be in that environment. I can't afford to be connected to them folk right now because I know I don't want to deal with the spirit of conviction. I don't want to feel like, all eyes are on me. I don't want to feel like I'm being judged. I don't want to feel like ashamed. I don't want to feel the guilt. But guess what? Don't nobody know but you. You are feeling the way that you're feeling because of your own internal. You knew better. You knew what you shouldn't have been doing. You knew how you knew it, and you done it anyway. So you're embarrassed, but your embarrassment starts from within. That thing a thorn in your side. Life over there, lifing on you, life over there tearing you up from the inside. It ain't everybody on the outside like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's going on with you? You too embarrassed to even tell it. You so ashamed of yourself. You can't even barely even think straight. You trying to figure it out. What you telling me, coach? Turn it loose, baby. Ain't nothing that you can do about that but move forward in the right direction. Ain't nothing that you can do is but become transparent with yourself, become open and honest with yourself, take full accountability and be prepared to go through whatever consequences that you got to go through. Understand that. Deal with what you got to deal with. But crying, sitting, whining, soaking in it, you know what I'm saying? That is not going to fix you. That's not going to correct the thing that has going on in your life. You have to suck it up. That's just where we at with it. You got 7 days. You're going to have to suck it up. Suck it up and get back in the game. Suck it up and put 1 foot forward. Suck it up. Speak positively over your life. Go on over there and repent and forgive yourself because once you done talk to him, he done already forgave you. So you got to go over there. Now you got to forgive yourself. And that's the hard part for a lot of people. You can't forgive yourself for the hurt and the pain and the damage that you did to yourself. A lot of the hurt that you and anger and frustration that you got towards other people, it really ain't even towards those other people. You really hurt behind yourself. You're really mad at yourself. You're really angry with yourself because there's a part of you that felt like I knew better. I knew better. I knew it. I saw it. I overlooked it. I made excuses for it. I kept going back. I kept giving chance after chance. I kept trying to compromise. I kept trying to hold on. And if I would have let go a long time ago, if I would have walked away a long time ago, if I would have told mama, if I would have told daddy, if I would have held them accountable, if I would have just spoke up, then it would have stopped and this, that, and the third. You mad at you. Okay. Yeah, yeah. A lot of times you be mad. Yeah, a lot of times you be mad at yourself for things that you did not do. You be mad at yourself for things that you did not do. How you did not show up, when you did not speak up, when you did not hold folk accountable. And it's just easier to point the finger at other. It's easier to be able to say that they are the reason why you're in the state that you're in. But I just want you to understand in this transition, it's going to become awareness along with that, right? And it's going to, that awareness that's going to come along with that is going to be the truth about yourself. When you fast and when you're praying, thank you so much, Virgo Love, for the love. Baby, I want you to know that when you start fasting and you start praying and you start meditating and speaking affirmations all over your life, when you start studying and operating, utilizing your pressure plan, it's things that start happening. God has a way of exposing you to you way before he exposed you of the other folk to you. Understand that what you say, coach, when you start doing all that work on yourself, when you lock into yourself, his first responsibility is let me show you you. Yeah, you can put that in your notes. Yeah, a lot of times people think that the work that you're doing on yourself is all about exposing other people to you. We started the fast September the 1st. And it ends on September the 30th. The no meat fast ends September the 30th. And then October the 1st, we start our intermittent fast. That's the brand new one. So that starts October the 1st. Nothing, you eat nothing before 12 and nothing after 8. Yeah, the truth of the matter is when you start, friends say you walking heavy, coach. Yeah, when you start working on yourself and your development, you have to understand that God ain't out here trying to expose everybody to you. He telling you to keep your eyes on your own paper. He telling you to focus on yourself and your own development. What he's doing in that moment is exposing you to you. Why? Why do you say that, coach? Why is he exposing you to you? He's showing you how you have treated you. He's showing you how you have played with you because you can't correct anything that's attached to you until you first correct you. That's why you have to understand, like what you say, coach, when you start putting all that work, all that that focus, all that attention onto yourself to fix yourself, the thing that he's going to show you is he's going to show you first. He's going to show you how you've been playing with you, neglecting you, sabotaging you. He's going to show you that first. And once he shows you that, he gives you the opportunity, right? Because we operate with a divine right of choice. He's not going to force you to do something that you don't want to do. He's not going to force you to show up in a way that you don't want to show up. Understand that he's going to say, hey, look, you asked for this revelation. You asked for this confirmation. You asked for this clarity. Thank you so much, Ian. I appreciate all the love coming. Yeah, you asked for all of this. And now I'm going to give you all the things that you've been asking for. I'm going to put it all out there on the table for you. I'm going to expose all these things to you. And once I expose you to the truth, then it's going to be all up to you in that moment. The ball is now in your court. What are you going to do with the truth? What are you going to do now that you know? Lauren, thank you so much. What are you going to do now that you know? And a lot of times that's what we fail at, because once he exposed to us the truth, we struggle with dealing with that truth. We struggle with dealing with that truth, and we struggle at what? I'm going to wait. Send me some love. I'm drinking my smoothie. Send me some love over here on IG. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate them hearts over there. Friends say I love it here. I love y'all. Kira, because it's going. We struggle with our truth, baby. We struggle with our truth. When we really and truly do. It's like, okay, I'm going to expose you. I'm going to expose you to the truth. I'm going to put it out there. And when I put the truth out there for you, you have to make a decision. What are you going to do with this truth? Operating with your divine right of choice. When I expose you to the truth, in that moment, I'm giving you the decision, the choice. You are the deciding factor. What are you going to do with the truth that I just exposed to you? A lot of you guys, especially like in relationships, we suck at this part. It's like we already know the type of person that we're dealing with. We know how they do love. We've seen how they do love. And then we tricking ourselves into thinking that they're going to love us different. They're going to be different towards us. They're going to respect us different. We can change them. We can make them be something that they are not. And when we see that we cannot change them, when we see that we cannot, come in and flip the house, then we get upset. We get frustrated. We get agitated and annoyed. void. But the truth of the matter is, when people show you who they are, you have to believe them. Yeah, when people show you who they are, they're exposing you to their truth. The struggle that we have is, one, we struggle with utilizing our divine right of choice because we don't want to do what we don't want to do. We know that we gotta turn them loose. We know we have to disengage. We know we have to separate, but we feel like, oh, I can change them. I can fix them. I can make them be something else. So in return, what we do is we don't accept the true them. We don't accept the truth that we now know about them. We operate in a delusional state, thinking that if we pretend not to see it, if we pretend not to feel it, if we don't talk about it, if we sweep it under the rug, if we act like it never happened, if we tiptoe around it, if we avoid that elephant in the room, then eventually, then it will go away. And I'm telling you that you do more damage to yourself in that moment. And not only that, you're damaging yourself in that moment, and everything that you're experiencing, every tear that you cry, every sleepless night, every walking up the floor, all of that stuff that's happening in that moment is all self-inflicted. It's all because you refuse to accept the truth. You refuse to acknowledge the truth. You refuse to see people for who and what they really and truly are. You are playing delusional. You are playing the game of make-believe. If I don't see them that way, if I encourage them, if I pour into them, if I get generous with them, then I can stop that. You can't. You can't. You have a divine right of choice. And I talked about this morning when I said that anything that God removes, he replaces, right? Anything that God removes, he replaces. Everything that God removes up out of your life, he replaces. And when God do a replacement in your life, he replaces with bigger and better. What did you say, Coach? One more time for the folks in the back or the people that wasn't here this morning. Everything that God removes up out of your life, he replaces it. And when he replaces it with bigger and better. He's always going to give you double for your trouble. You're not going to go through anything. He says, I have beauty for your ashes. He knows even the amount of tears that have fallen from your eyes. And he said, I'm going to pay you back for all of that. Sometimes you get caught up in the natural realm, not understanding that we're supposed to be operating in a spiritual realm. We're supposed to, we're operating in a spiritual realm, right? This is something, what we believe in and what we're trusting God for is for things that we don't see just yet. Understand that we're speaking it as if it was. We're speaking it into existence. We're praying it into existence. We're studying it into existence. We're not even seeing ourselves as where we are right now in our current state. We speak about ourselves. We speak about ourselves in our future. When we say I'm a conqueror, you might still be in the thick of things. But you're saying that I'm a conqueror because you're trusting and believing that you're going to come out of this. When you say that, I am victorious, you might still be on the battlefield in that moment. But you're saying that even though I'm in a dark hour, even though I'm experiencing turmoil in my life, even though things are not all working out the way that I want them to work out, I know for a fact that I'm going to be victorious in this moment, which means you are seeing yourself in the future. Understand that. You're seeing yourself in the future. You're not even to see yourself right now at your current state. Why? Because this is a stage of your life where you are right now, what you're going through right now. As the old folk will say, you're not going to be like this always. As the old folks would say, you're not going to cry like this always. As the old folks would say, it's not going to hurt like this always. Understand that this too shall pass. This is a stage of your life, not a state of your life. You are transitioning into your best self. Understand that we hope that you're transitioning into your best self, but that's all going to be determined by, right, how you see yourself. If you see yourself as if I'm transitioning pushing. Through this, I'm going. Through this, I'm growing. Through this, I'm evolving. Through this, I'm healing. Through this, I'm pushing. Through this, then you are headed to your best self. But if you see yourself as this is how it's always been, you defeated. Where you at gonna be where you gonna be at. This is how it's been in my whole entire family. That's where it's gonna be at with you as well. If you over there operating with a doubtful mind, a fearful mind, if you're insecure and you already done made up your mind that that's what it's gonna be for you, then you're absolutely right. That's exactly where you're going to be, because the Bible says what? As a man thinketh, so is he. So if you see yourself as a person that is defeated, if you see as yourself as a person that's going to grow old alone and always be by yourself, that's always going to be unfulfilled and unhappy in life, then guess what? That's exactly what you're going to be. But if you're thinking of yourself as great, as powerful, as beautifully made, as a conqueror, as victorious, then that's exactly what you about to be. Baby, I'm operating, baby, victory is mine. Victory today is mine. That's just a fact. I'm running out of smoothie. But it's all about how you see yourself. It's a fact. But what we do is when we get exposed to the truth, we don't want to accept the truth. We don't want to accept it. We don't want to make the decisions because those decisions are hard. We don't want to make those hard decisions in our life because we get caught up in one. We don't want to, if we fail at decision making. And then the second thing about it is accepting the truth, right? And once we can't accept that truth because we already know what it's going to mean. And sometimes we also get caught up in this. We don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, right? We don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Well, why do you say that, coach? Just follow me. Can I go outside a little bit? I'm not going to go off the porch, but I'm going to be on the porch. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. Double tap on my screen. Send me some love. I want to just hear me out. I want to tiptoe a little bit around the porch area, right? I want to go out on the porch just a little bit. Friends said we've been outside. Listen, I just want to tiptoe around the porch a little bit. Double tap on my screen. Let me get some love, IG. I want to tiptoe outside just a little bit. Where y'all at? Y'all at 63? 63. Get us up to 100K. Get us up to 100K. Y'all can do it. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that love. Latoya Lane, you feel like we've been outside? I just want to say, for real. Sometimes when we are operating, sometimes when we're doing certain things in life, thank you, Diva Styles. I appreciate you. Sometimes when we are operating in life, right, we know exactly what we need to do, but we won't go and do it because of our own fears and our own insecurities, right? And it's about how we see ourselves in that moment. And I need for you to understand is that it's just that how you see yourself is going to be definitely how you're going to treat yourself in every area of your life. So you have to see yourself as great. You have to see yourself as more than a conqueror. You have to see yourself as a person that is forever growing and evolving in life. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Ra. And I think that people need to understand that sometimes you become extremely hard on yourself because you're thinking that you are the finished product. And I want you to unlearn that, right? We're outside with this because I know sometimes we get caught up. We think that at our big old age, we know everything. We've been through everything. We've seen everything that life has to offer. And that's not the truth. She says, your poetic vocabulary is so on point. I am a poet. So I need for you to understand something is this right here. It's you have to give yourself permission to unlearn. You have to unlearn a lot of things that you think that you know. You have to unlearn and create an environment that is welcoming to new information. You have to create an environment that is welcoming to new love. You know what I'm saying? You have to create that environment for yourself. You have to become a person that's show me something different. Teach me something different. Enlighten me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you walk around and you spend majority of your time, majority of your life. Hey, how you doing, Josh? When you spend majority of your time thinking that you know everything, then you shut out all the new information. You shut out all the people that God is sending to bless you, to pour into you. And that's not what you need to do. So I need for you to develop within these next 7 days of this fast, as we're wrapping it up, I want you to become an open vessel, right? An open vessel to new information. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Because that's the reason why you're fasting and you're praying, right? To strengthen your spirit of discernment so that you can know what's for you and what's not. So even when somebody come with some information and you like, oh man, that's BS, I'm not taking that. You know already that's BS and you refuse that. But when that new information come, that stuff that's going to be challenging to you, then you will know when it's information and it's for you. I'm about to tell you something. This is how you're going to know. You will know when it's for you. When you know that it's for you, it'll awaken something instantly in the inside of you, and it'll motivate you. It'll inspire you. It'll encourage you to get up in that moment and do this here. What? You will hear it. And as soon as you hear it, it'll push you to open up a book. I got to go look that up. I got to go read that chapter. I got to go get my dictionary. Because what did that word mean? Instantly, you want to know more about it. You're intrigued by it. It's something about what was said that did something different to you. It was something about what was said that made you wanted to know. I want to know more. Come here. Now you hit that follow button because I want to know more. You got my attention. Now you got your hook in me. I want what it is that you're serving. Pull up. That's what happens. That's how you know what's for you and what's not. When you hear something and you know that it's BS, you automatically you shut it out. You keep right on scrolling. You go right on about your business. That's how you know. Understand that everything that everybody won't be for you, everything and everybody that you encounter will not be somebody that's sent to help you. But your spirit of discernment is going to help you to determine what's for you and what's not. And you got one job, and that one job is what, coach? Not to force it. If it don't happen organically, let it flow, baby. Hello, somebody up. You should not force yourself to like somebody. You shouldn't force yourself to support somebody. You shouldn't force yourself to deal with somebody. You shouldn't force yourself to sit around somebody. If that person is not your cup of tea, if you don't like that environment, if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't feel welcome, if you're not relaxed in that environment, then you owe it to yourself to get up out of there and do it expeditiously. That's it. That's all. I'm not reducing me. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not dishonoring me. I am not doing that. I'm not sugarcoating me to be able to deal with nobody. Snip, snip. That's how you have to operate. And that's what you're going to run into. You're going to run into that because the more that you grow, the more that you evolve, it's going to heighten your awareness. It's going to open up your ear canals. It's going to open up your mindset. And now things that you used to be impressed by, you're not impressed by. Conversations that you used to get excitement about and have, spend an hour talking about somebody else's juice, somebody else's tea, somebody else's gossip, what else somebody else got going on. Now it will irritate you as soon as somebody open their mouth about it. Like, I don't want to talk about that. I don't care about that. That's not interesting to me. I want to know, what can I do to create a better me? What can I do that's going to push me? What can I do that's going to be beneficial to me? If it ain't helping me, then why am I concerned with it? The more that you grow, the more that, it heightens your awareness about you, and it'll expose you to the things that you got going on way before it expose you to the things that other folk got going on. Because when you start correcting yourself, when you start correcting you and your behavior, when you start becoming more aware of you and how you show up in life and the things that you do in life, when you become a person that is operating with a level of intentionality and loving yourself on purpose and everything like that, when you start doing that, what happens is your awareness of other people and the way that they interact, the way that they show up for you, or the way they pour into you or don't pour into you, it becomes crystal clear to you as well. That's the reason why God don't send a whole bunch of folk to tell you that he got a message for you, and God told me to tell you this, and God told me to tell you that, and God spoke this to me to tell you. No. Everything that you need to know, understand that God is definitely going to expose it to you. It's going to be, I'm telling you, whether you will pay attention to it or not, that's on you. Whether you're receiving of the information or not, that's on you. He will put it right out there for you to know exactly what is for you. You know what is for you. Again, you know that by the way that it makes you feel. You already know that. So what I'm saying to you is, once he makes you aware of yourself, the moment that he pulls back the curtains to you and let you see, this is what you're doing, this is how you speak, this is how you show up, this is how you behave. Once he exposed you to you, he's saying, hey, look, you have to correct this behavior that's within you. You have to fix this brokenness that's in you. You have to fix this self-doubt that's in you. You have to fix all these things about you. When you're detoxing your life like how we've been doing since September the 1st, then what happens? You start pulling out all of the stuff that got something to do with you. You start ridding yourself of all the things that got something to do with you. Why? Because as long as you operate the way that you operate, you're going to attract more the same people. Those people that you're attracted to is not because you got a healing spirit. It's because y'all are trauma bonding. You carrying that same broken demon. You carrying that same hurtful demon. You carrying that same broken spirit. That same person that they are in the inward parts. You are that individual as well. That ain't got nothing to do with you having no healing spirit. That's why you get them over there. When they get over there, they run you ragged. They do. Yeah, go ahead. Talk to me nice. I know. Don't get mad at me, though. But I'm just saying, I know. Here we go. Well, it's the truth. You be like, oh, yeah, well, I got a healing spirit. I got this and that. You got a healing spirit. So why you fix them, but they hurt you? Make that make sense to you. Make that make sense to you. You know what I'm saying? People like, oh, yeah, well, I attract broken people because I got a healing spirit. If you got a healing spirit, and then how did they end up damaging you? If you was at 100% and operating at your best self, and living your very best life, understand me, then that means that you're doing what? You're attracting those same type of people that are doing the same exact thing. The people that you attract are the same folk that's on the same level, that are growing, that are evolving, that have that same type of mindset. You are what you attract. So when you look at people and you dealing with people in your life that behave a certain type of way, it's because they are a direct reflection of who you are, whether you want to receive it or not, whether you want to accept it or not. And that's the reason why it's important for you to always evaluate yourself, work on yourself. Do not be delusional about the demons and the spirits that you carry. Do not be delusional and play crazy like you not still dealing with some of that stuff, because what happened is they come over there, Miss Healing Spirit, and y'all start dealing with each other, Miss Healing Spirit, and they take off everything that they got going on, and you tell your story, they tell their story, and you tell your story some more, and they tell their story some more, and then both of y'all sit over there broken and damaged and hurt and crying together. And then when one of y'all decide that enough is enough and they start moving on, then they done took all the stuff that you had in you that you felt like was good, and now you sitting over there saying, why you didn't pick me? I took you at your broken state. Why you treated me bad? I took you at your broken state. I loved you in spite of you. I was coming through for you in spite of you, and I was helping you in spite of you, and you ain't have nothing when you came to me. I helped you get your job. I helped you get your car. I helped you get on your feet. You could have never done none of that without me. Then you have that type of mentality. But the truth of the matter is they ain't did nothing but walk off with all of your stuff. Because if you was really focused on yourself and your development and stop trying to play Jesus, stop trying to play Christ, it wasn't your job to fix them. It wasn't your job to put them in a position. It wasn't your job to help them in spite of them and be there for them in spite of them. But if you would have put all your time and your attention into fixing yourself, building yourself, then you would have been driving a new car. You would have had the new job. You would have had the new house. You would have had the perfect mindset. You would have been the one celebrating. They celebrating because they walked off with all your stuff. I'm drinking my smoothie. True. I'm just saying, you got you just got bamboozled. You just got bamboozled. You just got hoodwinked. Baby, you just got finessed. Honey, them folk that's finessed, they finessed you. You got bamboozled, you got hoodwinked, you got finessed. Them folks looked at you and you thought you had a healing spirit and you was a walking, talking, living, breathing lick. Ain't that what we call it in the hood? You was a lick. That's what, you was a lick. And, and it ain't hard to understand. The enemy is always going to show up looking like he belonged there. And the only reason why a person will want to connect with you is especially if y'all got the same type of trauma. The only time a person want to connect with a person that got that same type of trauma is if those spirits identify with each other, right? Because if you've been through what they've been through, you're going to be more sympathetic. Can I learn you something? Friends say, ouch. Say ouch and send a badge, baby. Say ouch and send a gift. They like, ooh, you making that too clear. You make, yeah, come on. There's somebody like, ooh, you making that too clear. You making my toes hurt. You making my toes hurt. Every time you get on here, see, we thought we missed 12 o'clock, and now you back at 12 o'clock, and we like, oh my God, here she go. Yeah, hold on, right? Can I learn you something? Come on, double tap on my screen. Send me some love. Yeah, okay. I appreciate y'all over there. Double tap on that screen. We almost at 100K. Go ahead and get us there, TikTok. What did you say? The thing about it is this right here. If you've been through what I've been through, then that's going to mean, thank you so much. Is it Aaron? I appreciate that badge, y'all. Let me get 4 more of on IG. Let me get 4 more. Help Aaron out over there. Thank you, Miss Light. I appreciate you. Miss Light, and I appreciate you. Double tap on that screen. So what happens is you've been through it and I've been through it, right? So I'm not going to go to somebody, right? I'm not going to listen to somebody who never experienced that pain or don't see that pain the way that I see that pain, because they're going to tell me to suck it up. They're going to tell me to get up. They're going to tell me to push on with life. And you don't want to hear that. You want to be connected to somebody that you feel like share that same brokenness as you, so that they can give you excuses to stay down, so that they can tell you that I understand your pain. You want somebody around you. Understand that this, I'm talking about the people, like how people get used, friend. I ain't saying everybody like that. So what I'm saying is, when you're going through a certain thing in life, when you're experiencing a certain type of situation in life, is when you notice people are saying, oh yeah, you know what, we got this in common, we got that in common. Make sure that the only thing that y'all got, that the only thing that y'all got in common is pain, that ain't your match. Understand? That's not your match. If the only thing that we can talk about is our trauma, our letdown, our hurt, our past relationship, our past brokenness from family and whatnot, if that's the only thing that we got in common, then that is not your match. I don't want to sit around and deal with nobody that's going to give me reasons of why I should stay down bad. I want to get around folk that's going to tell me to get up, that's going to tell me to tap in. But the reason why they come and attach themselves to you like that is because they feel like you're going to be more sympathetic to what they're going through. Oh, you're going to understand because you've been here. You're going to get it because you've been there. You didn't experience this before, so you know this, and this. And they're looking for somebody to pat their back. They're looking for somebody to play nice. And then they show up in environments where you got people. I raise my hand because I'm talking about me now. Then you're running to people like me. So why do folks be mad at me and I be having to go through it in the comment section? Then you run into people like me that's been through the situations, lived through the situations, got through the situations. And I'm telling you, I'm not fixing you. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you the tools to fix yourself. I'm telling you that I'm not going to babysit you. That I'm not a CNN, NNA, whatever the people is that talk that babysit grown adults. I tell you that that's not my job. I tell you that I'm not going to hold your hand. I tell you that I'm going to give you the words. I'm going to give you the words of encouragement. I'm going to give you all of the notes. I'm going to create an environment that is welcoming. I'm going to create an environment where you can learn, a study group, a mental health group. I'm going to create a place that is safe for you to be your true, authentic self, to be transparent without being judged, without being bashed, without being ridiculed, without feeling like somebody's looking down on you. I'm going to create all the things that you need, and it's going to be an open door policy. If you want to grow, come. If you want to do, sign up. If you want to be a part, be a part. But I am not going to beg you. I'm not going to run after you. I'm not going to hold your hand. You are responsible for your healing. You are responsible for your growth. You are responsible for your development. How far you go in life is up to you. Your mindset. You have got to be willing to shift your mind. You have to be willing to relinquish your need to be in control. I'm going to give you everything that you need, and it's going to be up to you for you to be able to work that process to get the results that you want. And people don't want that. Yep, because they want instant change. They want instant change. They don't want to have to work at it. They don't want to have to get up early. They don't want to have to make the sacrifices. They don't want to have to cut off the boo the bun. They don't want to have to fast from people. They don't want to have to put in a 2 weeks notice to a job that ain't paying the bills. They don't want to they don't want to step out on faith. They don't want to operate in their spirit of calmness. They don't want to do the requirements. And whenever you don't want to do what I tell y'all before, when the doctor give you a prescription and says, hey, look, you got this type of illness. I need you to take this at 8 o'clock. I need you to take this at 12 o'clock. I need you to take this at 8 p.m. at night. He's giving that to you. He's prescribing it to you in a way that is going to be beneficial to your healing. He, as best as he could, I need you to take this and I need you to complete the bottle. Most of the time it says complete the bottle, right? That's what the doctor going to tell you. And it's the same way on your spiritual journey. You receive the notes, you get the information, you get the homework assignments and all of that. However you work those assignments, how much you show up, how much you participate is going to determine the outcome of your results. Understand that how fast you get healed, or if you get all the way healed from what he gave you, is going to be up to whether or not you follow through with his instructions. And a lot of times what happened, people are, I started to feel better, so I stopped taking it. Y'all done did that. Some of y'all still just done it. Absolutely. It is the exact same thing as your spiritual growth. I started feeling better, so I stopped taking it. I stopped taking it as soon as I started feeling better. When I started feeling better, I just went ahead, and I just went on. I went on and got on off of it because I was already feeling better. But guess what? That infection was still waiting. He gave you the full amount to rid your body of all the infection. But because you stopped, that infection is reoccurring. Now it's coming back. And this time when it's coming back with vengeance. This time when it's coming back way more aggressive than it was before. And that's how it is on your spiritual journey. That's how it is. You will be on your spiritual journey, your growth journey, and you working on yourself. And just like how you stop taking your medication because you feel like you feeling better, you stop doing what you were doing that was putting you in alignment, that was giving you joy, that was creating peace, that was creating sanity, that was pushing you to your next level. You getting up and good spirits and all of that. All of a sudden, as soon as you started to feel better, you detached yourself from what was feeding you and keeping you feeling better. Until what? Until you, boom. Till you hit that wall again. Until that bottom fall out again. Until that hurt come back again. Until you back in that downward spiral and life is lifing on you like it ain't never lifed on you before. And now you facing some new stuff. Now you going through some new stuff. And you trying to figure out in your life, how in the world did I get here? What in the world is going on with me? I just feel like I done lost myself. I thought I had this and I thought I had that. And I was just this and that. And then all of a sudden you come. Friend say, you in my business. I'm sorry, friend. Just because, and I remember my grandma Mag used to say this when we would be sick and we started to feel better. She used to say, just because you feel better don't mean that you better. Don't get caught up in your feelings. Just because you feel better doesn't mean that you are 100% better. Take it easy. Take it easy. One day at a time, one task at a time, one thought at a time. Take it easy. Every day is learning. Every day is evolving. Every day, baby steps. Every day. Because as we go through this transition, coming out of these next 7 days, it's important that we pace ourselves. Because some of us have already been in experience, and it's like life coming like it's never came before. We're dealing with things that we wasn't dealing with before. We're dealing with headaches, heartaches, different stuff. The enemy is busy coming left and right, left and right, left and right. And we're like, wow, man, I can't believe this is happening. Stay the course. Stay focused. The last thing the enemy wants you to do is have the focus that you have right now. You're going to be challenged. As we bring this fast to a close, I just want you guys to know, stay focus, stay on course. Things are going to happen. Remember, we're walking by faith, not by sight. We're going to go through some stuff. It's going to be some tears that's going to have to shed. It's going to be some relationships that's going to end. It's going to be some people that's going to be buried. It's going to be some people that's going to be sick. It's going to be some challenges that we're going to be facing. It's going to be some things that's going to be happening. All of these things are going to be happening to rock the boat. Let that boat rock, but don't you dare allow any of that water to get inside of your boat. That boat is going to rock. You yourself, you're going to experience some stuff. You might even get sick. Do not allow what's on the outside to get into the inside. Stay the course. Watch what you think about yourself. Watch what you speak about yourself. Watch how you show up for yourself. Stay locked in. These things are going to happen. The enemy is not going to allow you to do all this work on yourself and then not challenge you. The enemy is not going to let you get that deep into everything that you're doing, being that committed into everything that you're doing for yourself and then not challenge you. It is a challenge. Understand that it is a challenge. It is a pop quiz. I'm trying to take you to your next level. It's the pop quiz. The pop quiz be that small stuff. Let me see if I can take that off the course, take you off course. Let me see if I can get you distracted. Let me see if I can get you out of alignment. Let me see if I can get you frustrated, agitated, or annoyed. But what follows that pop quiz? Good morning, good afternoon, Elder. How are you? What happens after that pop quiz? That's that exit exam. Now I got an exam. Your exam, that exit exam, it determines whether or not you're about to go to your next level. That exit exam is going to tell whether or not you're ready to go to your next level. And I don't know about you, but I'm at a place in my life right now where, I'm ready. Next level me. Next level me. If you're ready to go to your next level in life, just put next level me inside my chat. If you're ready to experience life on a new level, if you're ready to really experience peace, if you're ready to really experience joy, if you're ready to really experience something new, like I've seen what this got to offer. I've been here. I've done everything I wanted to do here. I'm ready to go to another level. I'm ready to be exposed to something new. I want to see something new. I want to meet something new. I'm ready to go to my next level. And when you're ready to go to your next level, you got to be prepared for that exit exam. You're going to be tested. You're going to be tried. Understand that, because we have to see if you're ready, able to do what's required to be on that next level. Because I don't want to just get to that next level and sit on that next level. I don't want to just get to that next level and get relaxed. I want to get to that next level, and I want to really, I want to enjoy it. I want to thrive on it. I want to get to that next level, and I want to push myself to the one that's after that, and to the one that's after that, and to the one that's after that. That's what every day. Every day is next level me. I'm ready to go. Oh yeah, you get to that place where I'm tired of doing this, crying about the same thing. I'm tired of this, hearing the same old sad stories, the same sad thing going on and on and on. Like, I'm tired of that. I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to be something different. I'm trying to live a different type of way. Yeah, no, I understand. If it's good for you, if you like that for you, I love it for you. But I'm ready to go to my next level. I get it. I ain't judging you. I'm happy for you, but I'm ready to go to my next level. And there's nothing wrong with you going to your next level, and don't get caught up in it as well, because it's going to be some folk that ain't going to be able to go to your next level with you, and that should not bother you. Going to your next level, you're going to have to master your mind. That's why I said that. Going to your next level is going to require you to master your mind. Write it down. It's going to require you to master your mind. Why do I need to master my mind? Because one wrong thought will become a distraction and it'll cause you to abort your mission. Understand that going to your next level is going to require you to master your mind. That's my last note for today. Yeah, that's the last one. Double tap on my screen. What you say, Coach? Going to your next level is going to require you to master your mind, right? That's the last one, Heather Geegan. And you have to master your mind. Why do I need to master my mind? Because one wrong thought will cause you to become so distracted that it'll make you abort your mission. Going to your next level in life. Next level in life is going to require you to master your mind. You have to shut out those negative thoughts, because one negative thought, one person coming with their insecurities, one coming over there with their fears, one coming over there talking about, I ain't never seen that before, I ain't never heard of that before, that'll cause you to question everything that God is just telling you. I'm about to do this in your life. Why are you worried about somebody that ain't never did it? Why are you caught up in somebody that ain't never did it? Why are you so concerned about somebody that ain't never did it? Explain to me why you taking advice from somebody who ain't never did it. I'm trying to take you somewhere different, somewhere brand new. These folks ain't never seen nothing outside of this gate, this wall. They ain't never seen nothing outside of that. How is you taking advice from somebody who ain't never did what I'm doing to you? They ain't even envision the things that you envisioning right now. They've never even seen inside their mind the things that I've shown you. They've never dreamed about, you know, that dream that you had. They never even dreamt about what you dream about. They don't even have the information that you got. They don't even have the resources that you got. And the reason why they don't have it is because they ain't never asked for it. They ain't never wanted it. They never pushed for it. It's something different about you than it is them. How you taking advice from somebody that's comfortable doing what they doing? How? Of course, they going to tell you don't do it. Of course, they going to say it's not possible. Of course, they going to be afraid of it. Of course, that's all that they know. I'm just saying, master your mind. Master your mind. Thought you were going to take advice from nobody, but nothing I do and put you. Yeah, I ain't gonna let nobody tell me I wish. She said, I wish I heard you when I was 18. Man, I hear that all day, every day. Do you hear me? I hear that every day. Somebody just wrote on my Facebook page and said, where was you last week? I was just going something last week and I needed exactly what you said today. I don't know, y'all. I post stuff. I post stuff all the time. Man, some dude just told me the other day, don't work somewhere he never worked. You see what I'm saying? Don't even know what the job do. He don't know nothing about it, but just don't want you to do it because he ain't never did it. I'm telling you, you got to watch people, because that's how, just because they never done it don't mean that it can't be done. I'm telling you. That's why one thing's for sure, two things for certain is this right here. And I've been harping on this for years. When you get in alignment with Christ in that moment, you have to also realize you are now living a limitless life. You can take that to the bank. When you get in alignment with Christ, you are now living a limitless life. You can't have no limits put on you. I'm telling you, because he can take you from being a person that is a worker today, punching a clock today, coming in there driving a forklift today, driving 18-wheelers today, working as a nurse in a hospital today, a receptionist today, and he can flip your whole entire life around. And now you're a business owner. Now you're a multi-millionaire. Now you got 6 figures in the bank when you only had $3 in there. Yesterday, we serve a limitless God. Understand that. She said, I want to be a life coach one day. Push for it. Push for it. Align yourself for it. Limitless. I'm telling you, you have to take them limits up off of your life. For real. He can, just like that, can change your life around in a skinny minute. Can shift everything that you got going on in your life just like that, skinny minute, right there before your eyes. Have you thinking like, wait a minute, what just happened? Change everything about your life right there in that moment. You can't have no limits put on your life. And that's just what those folks are doing. So thank you. You inspired me so much, and I take lots of notes. I know that's right. And I provide life coaching too, y'all, Monday through Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is one-on-one life coaching via Zoom. So if you haven't booked your session with me, make sure you do so. Y'all double tap on the screen. He says, Psalms 146, verse 4 through 11. God has no limits. Oh, there you go, right there. There you go, right there. She done sealed it with a little scripture for you. I tried to tell y'all. It ain't no limits. There's no limits to what it is that he's able to do. No limits at all. So you have to trust him. And another thing, we always talk about over here is the God that you see is going to be the God that you get, right? So if you see him as a all-purposeful God, a God that can do everything in your life, then that's exactly what's going to happen. But you have to operate in that. You have to show up. You know what I mean? You have to show up. You have to think that God lives within us. So if God lives within us and he's already said, I've done great works, but greater works you're going to do. You just have to be willing to do the greater works that he said that he was going to do, because those works are going to be performed inside of you. Oh, now wait a minute, coach. I was with you until you said that. If you go read it, he lives inside of us. God lives within. He said greater works. There you go. We are made and shaped and molded in his image. God lives within each and every one of us. And he says, great works I've done, but greater works you are going to do. Meaning you have the power to do what I done plus some. Some people don't like that, because as soon as you talk that talk, they get humble yourself, bring it down. No. That's scripture. That's exactly what it says. It says greater works you're going to be able to do. But the only way that you're going to be able to do those greater works is if you are tapped in. You have to be all the way tapped in. Understand that you have to be in alignment. And what's going to happen when you get in alignment? We are an empty vessel until we are in alignment with him. Come on, Diva Styles. And once we get in alignment with him and remove our mindset, take on his mindset, now he's performing works through. I'm about to go. Because y'all know, y'all about to go. I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. All I'm saying, okay, well, I'm about to go because I got stuff I got to go do. They don't like it. Baby, I be over here studying. I'm just saying, that's the part that they don't want you. That's the part that they don't want you to know. That's the part that they don't want you to know. That's the part that they don't want you to believe, because it's so easy. They want you to believe less of yourself. They want to keep you in prison in your mind. They want to keep you prison in spirit. Understand that because you have to make it make sense. If God says, I live in you, right? I live in you. I live in you. You are molded and shaped in my image. There's nothing that you can do without me. My spirit dwells in the inward parts of you. Once you are in alignment with me, right? And you decide that you're going to let me lead your life, that means that now you're just an empty vessel that is filled by his spirit, operating with his mindset, understand me, operating within his spirit. Everything that you're doing, he's doing through you in that moment. That's the reason why people say, what? To God be the glory. I am nothing without him. It's in him that I live. It's in him that I breathe. It's in him that I have my very being. That's the reason why we say that. Yes, so when he says greater works we're going to do, he's actually saying that when you get in alignment with me and you allow me to work through you, I'm going to do bigger and better things. When I get in alignment with you, understand, we're going to show out bad down here. You don't have to wait till you get to heaven. I'm going to give you yours right here. You're going to create heaven. You're going to live in heaven. You're going to dwell in heaven right here. This is your heaven, depending on your mindset. You live in hell depending on your mindset. You determine how hard your life going to be. When you're going through hell in your life, 99.98% of the time, it's because of your own decisions. Stuff you done did. Decisions you done made. Predicaments you done put yourself in. That's what they got to do with it. Yeah, you created hell. You got drama in your life because of you. You know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, but choosing not to. That's your hell. You over there, and you know for a fact this ain't for you, that ain't for you, and you sitting in it anyway. That's your hell. You created your own hell with your decision making. I'm about to go. I'm about to go. I'm just saying. So when you start operating with you start operating with that mindset, I'm trying to tell you, when you start operating with that mindset of prosperity, when you start operating with that mindset of abundance, when you start operating with that mindset of let your will be done, and when you start operating with that mindset of I'm not operating in fear or insecurities, and then you start dressing yourself up, when you start loving on yourself, pouring into yourself, and you start respecting the vessel that he gave to you, because you realize that he lives inside of that vessel. So now I got to take care of this because I can't do, I got to take care of this because you are part of this. So when we step out, I need us to step out looking good. I need us to step out with a show enough glow. I need us to step out and they know that we stepping and we coming in and we meaning business. That's when everything in your life will start to shift. That's when everything in your life will start to change. Some people was asking me, they said, well, you've been talking about this for a long time. What made you get so locked into what it is that you're doing right now? What made you get back into getting up every day and getting into the gym the way that you do right now? What made you look at things differently? And I said, because I had to look and see who it was that I represent. This thing is bigger than me. I know that God is not through with me. I know that I am destined for great things. I know for a fact that I'm going to another level. I know for a fact that the things that I've done on level 1, on level 2, on level 3, the things that I've accomplished thus far in just a small time, I know that that's nothing but God, but I am trusting and believing. You're not going to tell me that my brother laying on his hospice bed, right in his hospice bed, laying there, tells me and my sister, right, looked at her and say, take care of my sister. My sister's going to be somebody. People are going to love her. I believe that he used my brother the same way he used the spies. Moses uses the spies to go over into the promised land to see if the milk and the honey was really over there, to go and see if the milk and honey was really there. And when they got over there, they saw the milk and the honey. All he did was come back and let me know that that life that you say you want, sis, how you've been going your whole entire life, wrapped up, tied up in God and doing this and doing that, everything that you want, it's going to be there. But you cannot operate like the 10 spies. You can't operate like the 10 spies that said, oh yeah, you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you only got a GED, that you didn't complete this, you don't have the credentials, you don't have the accolades, you don't talk like how they talk, you don't dress like how they dress, you don't show up how they show up. You got to go and do what you're supposed to do. You got to go and operate in authenticity. You got to go and do what God wants you to do, because you're going to be great. People are going to love you. This is what's going to happen, and I believe that, right? So you got 10 of them that go and do it. You got 2 Joshua, which happened to be my son's name, right? You got Joshua and Caleb that said, yeah, I saw them. I saw the giants over there too, but I also saw the milk and the honey. And by the way, I think we can overthrow them. I got a decision that I had to make. I'm going to either be a grasshopper or I'm going to be a Joshua. And I just chose to be a Joshua. So that's why y'all seeing my workout videos. That's why y'all seeing my sauna suit. That's why y'all see that I gave up meat. That's why. It changes your perspective. It changed the way that you see things. It changed the way that you feel about certain things, you know what I mean, in life. And I'm just committed. I'm committed to that cause. I want my vessel to be clean. I want to show up and I want to do every single thing that God has called me to do. I want to show up and I want to be able to accomplish everything that is assigned to my name, you know, and that's just that. But every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you. Because there's no love like self-love. And you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. It's your favorite online motivational speaker and life coach. It's your girl, Street Poet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. If I blessed your soul on this morning, send me some love. If I motivated you, inspired you, or gave you just confirmation on today, send me some love, send me some love, send me some love. Double tap on that screen for me. Yeah, stay on this plan. Most definitely. Most definitely. Same here, sis. I'm glad you're here too. I know that's right. Thank you, Crystal. Is it Cuz BW? Appreciate those flowers. Thank you, Abundance. I appreciate you. You're welcome, Kira. She says, I'm literally crying. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Double tap on the screen. Appreciate you, Latoya. Appreciate that badge. The Wiz. Thank you, the Wiz. Wiz, you've been hanging out with me now. Thank you, One Bless. Wiz, you've been hanging out. I've been seeing you in the comment sections on Morning Walk, Word and Worship and everything. I got to get to know you, man. I got to get to know you. I've been seeing a lot. I've been seeing a lot of new faces and new people popping in. Honey Drip, appreciate you. Thank you, Shay Shay. Yeah, I got to get to know some of y'all, man. She's it's a he. Look, he's like, yes, I love you. I love you more. I love you more. Man, I'm telling you, see what I'm saying? It be new people all the time. I am Jen, appreciate you. It be new people popping in. Y'all, I don't care how everybody else do. I like to get to know my people. I like to get to know my subscribers. I like to get to know the people that follow my page, that interact with my page. I like being able to have your faces so I can call your name out when you pop up. All of that. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you know your tribe, it's different. Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you, Evangelist Britt, Danielle, appreciate you. Appreciate y'all, man. Double tap on that screen. It's different, you know what I mean? Because I think too, like when people following you and they supporting you and stuff like that, it's different because y'all develop that relationship. Bad gal, appreciate you. You develop that relationship that, you know what I mean? It's all love. I don't know. It's just different for me. It's just different for me. Say a great person with a big heart. Thank you, Brittany. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's different. And then, when you have people come out to your events and y'all meeting each other in person, it's like it's not awkward. You know what I mean? Kudos. I appreciate that badge. It's not awkward. They feel like they already know you. They feel like, sometimes they feel like, oh, that's my auntie or that's my big sister or that's my sister or whatever the case is. They look at you as family. They treat you as family. And that's what I like. Thank you, Butter Pecan. I appreciate you. Amazing Star. Appreciate you. Yeah, I want the people that's, connected to me. Thank you, Denise, that's connected to me, that's surrounded me. You know what I mean? I don't ever want them to think, oh yeah, they are a fan of me or whatnot. No, they are my supporters. They are my family. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we treat each other. Like, who are you? I'm a supporter of hers. I support her content. I believe in her content. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love. When they see me, if they be like, I feel like that's my sister, then that's what it is. We family. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's how I roll. And that's why I'm so close with my chosen family. Loving my fam, appreciate that badge. Yeah, because it's real family there. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody in that group that I can call and they're not going to answer, or I can call, or if I need something and, you know what I mean, that they're not going to come through for me. They're not going to do, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, half of the time I don't even be asking. They just naturally just go ahead and get it done. You know what I'm saying? Just like a family, you know what I mean? When you look at family, you like, dang, your family ain't supporting you. Your family ain't helping you. Your family ain't trying to make things work out for you. Thank you, Honey Dip. Appreciate you, Nene. Yeah. I get the experience with my chosen family, what real family is. People that show up and people just do because it needs to be done. I get to experience what that is. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't trade that for nothing in the world. I show up and they be like, oh, you just so dedicated to us and you show up every morning and you got a life and we understand and all of that. And I still show up anyway. And I still show up anyway. I believe in reciprocation. When people love you and they support you and they invest in you, and you know what I mean, I believe that you're supposed to reciprocate that love. Don't ask people to be something to you that you're not willing to be for them. Don't ask them to make a sacrifice for you that you're not willing to make for them. And I'm a firm believer in that. Be the person to other people that you want them to be to you. You know what I mean? I love you guys, man. And I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you so much, Zen. I appreciate that love. I want you guys to go and have an amazing day. Everybody that's on the challenge, I'll see you guys. I'll see y'all at 6 o'clock. And if y'all have not got y'all ticket, keep in mind the grand finale of the Get in the Room tour is Saturday, October the 26th in New York, in the Bronx. I'm going to Dallas, Texas this Saturday. I got 4 tickets left on Dallas, Texas. So I'm going to Dallas, Texas, and that's going to be this Saturday. I'm in Dallas, Texas, but the grand finale of the Get in the Room tour is going to be in the Bronx, New York, and that's going to be Saturday, October the 26th. Oh man, it's going down. If you ain't got your ticket, you better go and get it because it's only 9 tickets. It's 9 tickets left for October the 26th. These folks is not playing, baby. I ain't got no more vendor slots neither. Let me tell y'all that right now. I know I seen y'all messages. Y'all, I know this ghetto, but let me tell you something. I ain't got no more slots. You know what I'm saying? I could, yeah, that's it. Yep, I still do morning walk and worship every single morning, and it starts at 8:10 a.m. from 8:10 until 9:30 a.m. every morning. Y'all, listen. I don't got no more slots for New York. For vendors, we all vended out, right? So go to Eventbrite, get in the room tour. Bronx, New York. Bronx, New York. Get in the room tour on Eventbrite. Get in the room tour, Bronx, New York. I got 9 tickets left for Bronx, New York. Go to Get in the Room tour, Bronx, New York on Eventbrite. Everybody, if you listen, 9 tickets left. It's no more. I don't have no. How do you get a ticket for Dallas, Texas? Go to Get in the Room tour, Dallas, Texas on Eventbrite. Get in the room tour, Dallas, Texas on Eventbrite to get your Dallas ticket. All the tickets and the vendor slots are sold on Eventbrite. Go to Eventbrite for Dallas. Go to Eventbrite for the Bronx, New York. Just put Get in the Room tour, Dallas. Get in the Room tour, Bronx, New York. But I'm going to tell you, baby, goddess, go to got me tongue tied. Get in the Room tour, Bronx, New York on Eventbrite. Click it. You're going to see it's going to say the Bronx, New York. And it's going to be Saturday, October the 26th. Go on there and grab your ticket off Eventbrite. Now, I ain't got no more vendor slots because I was supposed to only do 2 vendor slots and I done did about 5 or 6. Girl, I honestly, y'all know I talk to y'all like we right here face to face. I don't even know how many I sold, but I do know that Tifa went and got this building and I don't know if the building going to be big enough. But I've already said that, you know, if all the seats sell out, then I'm going to have to do standing room only, right? And if I do standing room only, I'll create another link on the thing, and it'll be a different price for the folks who ain't got no seat. That's all I can say, y'all. I told y'all that the event was going to happen. So if you have to come and you're going to be standing up, don't worry about it because you probably going to be on your feet half of the time anyway, because this baby, October 26th, you don't want to miss. You're going to want to be in that building. You're going to want to be in that room, honey. Trust me when I tell you, you're going to want to be right. You're going to want to be right there, right? So I absolutely love you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. Go get on that Eventbrite. Go get y'all tickets right now, and y'all have a good day. I see everybody that's on the fast with me. I see y'all at 6 o'clock. I love y'all. Y'all have a good one. Yeah, they can purchase they standing up tickets at the door. If they don't, yep, if they haven't gotten a ticket and they gonna stand, I'm gonna probably do the stand up tickets at the door. That's all I can do at this moment. I ain't gonna tell you no story. Tifa told me when she walked around and she had me on FaceTime. And I said, oh yeah, that's gonna work, and we gonna have to make it work because that's what we got. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight, but it's gonna be right. Hey, we gonna be in the Bronx, New York. Hey, y'all, we gonna be in the Bronx, New York, like how they was in the Bible when they said they had to cut the roof up top and lower them in. Baby, they gonna have to lower them down in the inside. Listen, that's all I can. Hey. That's all we could find. We had to find something, you know, we had to do what we could do. So this is what's going on. But I'm going to see y'all out there, man. October the 26th, Saturday, October the 26th. 26th, not the 20th. Saturday, October the 26th. I absolutely love you guys, and I'll see y'all soon.